the dice. Prepare the snacks. Will there be safe passage or brutal attacks? The players come from everywhere on Lantern Noir. Elves, dwarves, giants, and dragons is what you are. So pull up a chair. Get ready for the next campaign. It'll be a hell of a lot more fun than sitting in the rain. For the next 5 hours, time is gonna move a lot faster. Thanks to your imagination and your fabulous dungeon master. Lantern Noir presents.
Hey, and good evening and welcome. We are finally back at the table for some Dungeons and Dragons. It's been a minute. If you joined us last week, you had an opportunity to see InternAsteki and Adam do a one-shot adventure, which took place in the past. It was a flashback episode where they explored a haunted house and had all kinds of misadventures therein. I've also come to the conclusion I need to run an adventure at some point for this group where small children ask for help and the entire thing is exactly what it purports to be. Where the kids say, can you help us kill the monster in the basement? And you go and the parents are there and they're perfectly loving. And you go to the basement, oh, indeed, there is a monster. And you kill it. And they feed you dinner.
I don't know if we would trust it.
And you leave.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, we'd be like, no. The parents are the monsters, or the kids are the monsters, or both.
Super suspicious.
I worry that I've been a bad storyteller and that I've truly jaded your characters. And I always get nervous because I know back when I LARPed, we used to have a standing rule. Anything under the age of 18 that comes into town gets put to death immediately. And this includes any sort of like cute dogs or kittens.
No.
They always turned into something worse. So anyway, for those that don't know, my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. I am running this game as the Dungeon Master, and I am joined by these amazing players who've been with me for almost 6 months now, which is like, I have to go back and find the date to see when we hit that anniversary, because it's been an amazing run, and we just keep having a lot of fun getting together on Sundays. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves and introduce their characters, and I've challenged them this week to share one thing that they and their character have in common. We're going to go around the table. We're going to start with Miss Knebula.
Knives, swords, spears. So.
And over to Asteki.
Hey everyone, I'm Rob, also Asteki, playing the human paladin. And what I have in common with Asteki the paladin is we both try to do the right thing, and we have no idea what that is. Ever.
And then lastly, Frederick.
I am Jeremy, also known as Spinnyhelm. I'm playing Frederick, the Dwarven Ranger, and neither of us really like traveling too far out of cities. It makes us uncomfortable.
There you go. My apologies if you missed it. Knebula Gaming, who is a great content creator and streamer, is playing Samara. I just realized in my little you get your own features, I forgot to actually add audio. So when I caught it when Adam was talking, and I managed to get back into the main. So just for those that were wondering why she was talking, there was no sound. That was totally on my end. I'm still getting the kinks out. This is what I get for trying something new.
We'll fix it next time.
Hey,
That's it.
It's always good to try something new, even
We'll
if it
do
doesn't
it
work out the first time.
We'll do it live.
It's like the
Are
live
you sure
episode.
that's the right thing to do?
Yes, it is. I'll figure it out next time. Okay, so here's what I have in my notes to get everyone up to speed with where we left off from last sessions for this entire story arc. You arrived in the town of Storm's End, discovering that the town is completely run by gangs. Over several days, you discovered that the peace is being kept by the harbor master, who acts as an unelected mayor. So everyone kind of trusts him to be the judge and arbiter of issues. He sent you off to investigate rumors of zombies in the sewers, where you discovered there actually were zombies in the sewers, and tracked them back to a particular necromancer. You then followed her back to her home in the Hightown area, arrested her, and brought her back to the harbor master, who then sent her off to be held under house arrest for lack of anything better to do with her, and put you up in one of his spare flats in town. From there, you set out to explore the ruined castle that nobody needs to explore because it's just a ruined castle that's been there for hundreds of years, and discovered that there actually was a gang holed up in it. You dispatched members of the gang and discovered a sealed cell door that had been completely fused shut. You decided that the smartest thing to do would be to break the seal on the door, because that's why doors are there, and discovered a vampire had been living inside. She escaped, but among her things you found a letter from someone signed F, promising there was a cure for her vampirism. You then had a meeting with Finnegan, who is the rival to the harbor master and is kind of the other major mover and shaker in town. He tipped you off that there were some shenanigans in town with the disappearances. You did a little detective work, activated some of that push down on the left control stick in order to make everything green and pick out major things, and triangulated the body dumps to a warehouse. Underneath it, there was an entrance to the sewers where you found someone who was preparing a person for shipment. She was under a spell in a state of permanent sleep, and she was going to be put in a coffin and loaded onto a boat and sent down the sewer line. You took him out, took out his zombie guards, and then left with her over your shoulders.
She was the necromancer, by the way.
The exact same person as the necromancer that you had put under house arrest earlier.
Correct.
Same small build, dark hair. Nice kid. Just dabbling in necromancy. It's really just a phase. And welcome, Bad Wolf. Glad to have you hanging out tonight with us. I believe that's where we left off, if memory serves. So the question now in front of the party, where do you go?
I thought we were going to try to take her home, because we didn't know what else to do with her, or at least put her somewhere safe until we figure out what to do.
That's right. Where are we gonna take her? Oh, I forgot what we were gonna take her. I thought we talked about it last time, but I don't remember.
Oh
what we
no, we
decided
did. We found out where the one guy lived from the addresses, and we were going to go to his
That's
house
right.
and see if he had the words to break the spell, and if he did, it would not make sense to drop her off somewhere. We should see if it's there.
Yes, that's right.
Is anyone truly safe with Asteki? That's a legit question that Nas.
Are you kidding?
Stranger
He
danger.
has saved all of our butts many, many times. I feel very safe with Asteki. Oh, and inadvertently. I don't think that's a real word, but I mean it's how I feel right now.
Inadvertently? Okay, so you track. How did you have his address? Was it in his stuff?
I think it was on
Pretty sure it was in
one
his
of the
stuff.
letters. The address was like the delivery address.
Yeah, it was in one of the letters that we looked through.
Got it.
Where didn't we say we were gonna leave her at, like, Sophie's house or something?
Yes, we thought
Sophie's
we'd leave her
girls?
with Sophie's girls. Yeah, because that was the last thing we did. Yes, and Dagan was going to stay, and we were like, no, you're not going to stay. You're going to come with
Yeah,
us.
well, there's only one way to make sure she's safe, unless we got one of us keeping
And
eyes
then we were
on
like,
her.
no, we're pretty sure we can trust Sophie's girls. Nobody messes with them.
For the most part. Okay, so you dropped her off with Hey, Sonic, glad to have you hanging out tonight. That is an awesome flex. You dropped her off with Sophie's girls, and then you went off to find his flat. You work your way through town, following the various signs, and fortunately not having to stop to ask directions. When you come to the road, you follow it along, looking for any kind of numbers, and eventually find yourself in front of a set of stairs that lead down to a basement apartment.
Marcy lives in a basement.
It is, the door is not hard to open. A few sideways glances, a few quick jingles of a stick pin or a stiletto in the lock, and you're in. He's not exactly in the best part of town, so your minor case of breaking and entering goes largely unobserved. The apartment itself is not well apportioned. For someone with the access to the magic he had, you would think he would have been better paid. But if he has been well paid, he's been investing it somewhere else. The furniture is old and ragged. The bed is well slept in and well worn. And there are collections of spell books you can begin to peruse. I will need an Arcana check from anyone that thinks they want to try to make sense of what he has.
Not it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could because I also have
Do it up. It's just
a
not us.
+5.
We're over here rock, paper, scissors to not do it. We're like, oh, let's just read those books.
It's like, well, I wonder if this might be it.
I feel like Dagan always has on him a collection of straws. Only one of them's long, and he always picks first.
Did you find it to roll it? Words are hard. Indeed.
We're like people.
There it is.
We're not
Yeah, I
book
had to
people.
refresh it.
That happens. Okay, so with a 14, yes, you can find that he has among his books a collection of spell books. They are mostly focused on necromancies and or enchantments. There is nothing, unfortunately, among them related to any kind of a feigned death or extended sleep spells.
Well,
Are there
we
any
know
spells in
someone
there that Samara doesn't have yet?
Possibly. If she has some time to sit down with them for a longer period, she might be able to glean something out of them. But we're talking a couple of days of sitting and studying, not a quick. The guards might notice an open door and inquire at any time level of study.
You can always
I closed the door. We forgot to close it. How stupid are we?
But
You
yeah,
see a little exclamation point appear like outside the door. Oh no!
you see the little like V of vision coming past the window. No,
God, the cone is near.
Yeah, the music changes to the action music.
You hear
Instead of
the
the stealthy
doink?
music.
Guards have been alerted.
You can investigate that. When there's a longer time, we can look to see if there's anything worth adding to the spell book and see what she can learn from that.
I'd like to just toss the place over and look for just anything of any sort of value.
Okay.
that he can use to spend at Sophie's girls.
Hey, maybe, maybe not.
I want that Green Lantern. Let's toss the place.
I feel like we should just not try to help people, because apparently when we try to help people, we help ourselves first.
Well, charity does begin at
Someone's
home.
got to take care. Someone's got to take care of us. If we can't
take
help
care of
anybody
yourself.
else,
You can't take care of someone else. It's just
That's
you got to
right.
start at home. Like in the
Yeah.
airplane, when the thing falls down, like even before your own kids, like you do yourself first, man. They tell you that.
That's right. They tell you, yeah, you have to get yourself situated first.
we literally brutally murdered this guy for trying to kill us.
Okay, if you're
That money's
tossing,
going to waste.
I would love to see someone roll me a really solid investigation check.
You can have a pretty bad investigation check from me.
InternAsteki. Doink.
My heart's not in it.
That's really good for me.
It's not bad. Okay. As you poke around the apartment and look for various things, you do find some salted meats. You find a locker of some food. Hey, cheapskate. You find a bit, standards of living. Samara comes up with a small pocket book that looks like it's a ledger that continues to track. It looks like it's tracking payments as well as processing activities. So received and shipments are both listed. As she reads through it, she starts to put together that there is no actual cash payment. It's all being held on credit.
That is interesting.
Are there questions about the credit?
Yes.
Like
Ooh.
What's his credit score?
It's got a solid 300.
He actually owns this place outright, so he's up there in the high 600s.
Oh.
But I know he doesn't have a lot of revolving debt. By the way, children, yes, have a credit card to get credit. However, rolling debt is not your friend. I'll get to that in a second, Sonic. Based on what you're able to pick out from the payments, as different notes are made throughout the ledger, you piece together that the credit is being held by the harbor master.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Who is holding it? Yeah.
So that means he owes the harbor master, or the harbor master owes him?
The harbor master owes him.
Okay.
That is where the credit is being held. So he can, in theory, he could go withdraw funds from the harbor master coffers at any time.
We just know that he doesn't have any monies. Favors. He specifically said he has no budget. So
That's what he said.
are we supposed to go break his fingers now too? I mean, come on, guys.
Thank you for contacting me for the next 24/7.
We should leave before we hurt somebody else. It's the best thing to do. And then the heroes left and everything was okay.
I don't think everything is going to be okay, because here's the other part we didn't talk about in the whole thing. We gave the letter to Finnegan so he could figure out who wrote it. He is going to figure out that it was the harbor master, who is his enemy, who is working with a vampire. He doesn't know that the vampire is his daughter, of course. But I mean, a man of his means of figuring things out is going to figure it out. This is going to end up being an open war scenario at present. So we have to do something, but if we leave, it's probably going to be a lot of bloodshed. But we could just leave.
It is a harbor. You could charter a ship out of town.
They bravely ran away. The end.
I don't know, man. I am pretty personally not liking the harbor master. Dude's not cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was okay with him at first until, more recent events came to light.
Indeed.
So we can't help out the necromancer. Should we try to help out the vampire?
We could try to know, because the guy, when we were fighting him, he said it was like a code word that he had come up with someone else. And I'm assuming the person he came up with it with is the harbor master, which is really messed up to be someone who has their own daughter and it's in their own predicament to then take someone else's daughter and put them in a predicament. I mean, that's just messed up. There's no code of honor here.
Well, maybe the harbor master has some papers or notes that document what the word is that.
If he can save the necromancer, we let him live. I think that's a fair arrangement.
But how many people did he bleed dry to feed his daughter? And his daughter doesn't know about it.
I didn't say we wouldn't cripple him first.
Wow.
I don't know. Like it's definitely not cool what he did. And like so like I don't know what the Raven's personal like form of justice is, but like I am not okay with that.
Well, technically speaking, if we can save the necromancer, I would be inclined to let him just be like exiled.
But then who's going to run the place? Finnegan, who doesn't care about the gangs that, rove the streets?
Yes.
Because that was kind of what we proposed, right? We've got to, I don't know. My thought the last time when we left was if we can kind of expose the external threat, maybe people will work together, very Watchmen style. I don't know how we do it, but if we could expose the fact that everything out there is way worse than everything in here, and we need to work together to be strong so we can fight what's out there.
Unite the clans.
Yeah, it's the plot of like Mass Effect too. I mean, it's not like a.
So what's the external threat then? What are we uniting
the
them
hordes
around?
of zombies, the banshees, like all of the
undead,
monsters
yeah.
out there.
Or
don't know.
one really big monster.
Or one really big monster. I don't know what that monster is, but that's a good idea.
No, I totally understand.
Scary monster.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's turn the castle into a working castle so we can fight this other monster that we don't know about. That we somehow need to show them exists.
So what I'm curious as to where you want to go from here. Do you want to try to track down the harbor master? Do you want to try to track down Finnegan? Do you want to go tell the girl's father where she is?
Well, we were also unsure if the girl's father was the one who sent her into exile so she wouldn't be trouble anymore.
Ooh, good point. Good point.
Which is why we decided. Yeah, I saw your face. I'm like, that's terrible. I agree, that's terrible. But I mean, he said he would handle it.
He did.
And maybe he did handle it.
Maybe he did.
But we don't know anything. Everybody seems to be a
Smite a
jerk.
father on the way to the
We don't know
boss.
that. This is all just like guesses. We can't just go smite him. We did trounce his house last time we were there, though.
I just
And
want to
he
know
was a
what's on
jerk
the
about it.
agenda.
As do I.
Okay, we're here to dispense justice. Yes, that's what our goal here is.
That would be my
Yeah.
goal. Yes.
Okay, so what is the biggest injustice here right now?
The vampire.
The vampire. So both the
And the
vampire
guy
and the
in trouble, or
necromancer,
the guy in charge that's keeping the vampire alive.
both of those lead to the same thing. We got to go talk to the harbor master then.
Right, but if we grab Finnegan on the way over, then we
Really,
just
really
put him in
risky.
charge. You really don't want to give Finnegan the reins?
Well, my fear is that if we give Finnegan the reins, it's going to be open war in the streets anyway. Because he doesn't care about the gangs doing their own thing.
Or
Well,
maybe
neither
there'd just
did
be a
the
lot more
harbor
people not
master.
wearing shirts. I mean, that's the kind of their thing, right?
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard.
Rally around the show tunes? I mean, if you want to confront him without Finnegan and then Finnegan mops up, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm fine with whatever.
First things first, yeah, I think we should go to the harbor master, see what's going on there. And
Well, because the
then,
thing is, like, the two things, right? We want to see if we can help the vampire. I know it's a vampire, but yeah, maybe if there's a lead and we can help with it, sure. And we also want to help the necromancer, who's also a necromancer who tried to get us killed a couple times, but I guess we're fucking saps. So let's just go get this done and figure it out. We're a sucker for our angsty teenage girl, I guess.
Well, yeah, we're suckers for like damsels in distress, apparently.
Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, so you start across town. The intention is you're going to head to the harbor master's offices.
I mean, it's during the day, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, unless you guys have a better idea.
No, I mean, I
That's where I'd
don't know
expect to
where
find
else
him.
he would be. Yeah.
Okay, I have a plans. Let me check one thing here to make sure this does not do what I think it's going to do. And
My message is being checked by mods and has not been sent.
it does. Oh, yeah. Nope. Thank you for that. Got it. My mods are really, really sensitive.
I'm like, what part of that is?
Yeah. Suckers
We
is
moderated.
one it did not like. Van Guilty, we see you.
Oh.
Okay, so I can do that. I don't want to do that, though. I want to take them off that. And instead, I want to put this on there. And I want to have him roll something. Wow, they're not very good. So I'll roll that. Okay. I need everyone to give me a perception check as you make your way through town.
I get double proficiency bonus.
Oh, jeez.
So 19.
I hate you.
Hey, she got a 19 without a double proficiency bonus.
Just got lucky. I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. Give me your good rolls now before combat. As you make your way along, you notice that you are being followed. After taking a couple more quick turns down some alleys, you can pick out the flamboyant vest and sash of one of the two guards that was accompanying Finnegan at your last meeting. He is definitely tailing you through the streets.
Ray.
I am gonna make a move. If that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah, sure. Take off your shirt and
Yeah,
know,
let's all
welcome.
bust out
Well, just
YMCA right
flex
here, right
it,
now.
yeah.
Serve
we're
him
getting right
one.
into it.
I
No,
see you over there.
I just
Jazz hands.
yeah. No, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say, oh hey, you Finnegan must have figured out where that letter came from. You're a messenger from him, yeah?
Okay, so the plan is you just stride right up to him and say hi.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's a
what-
messenger for us, yes. And basically, like, look, I mean, he came out and found us. Clearly, they figured out where that message came from, and they're letting us know. Well, where's that message from? Or do you want to meet?
Oh, yeah. About that. Well, well, we just wanted to make the boss just wanted to make sure you were finding your way around town okay, and I was just, making sure you were finding your way around town all right.
Oh, yeah, no, we've been finding our way around just fine. But so I thought you were a messenger. What were you like were you guarding us?
No, I was just coming down the road this way, and you were going that way, and I thought, I was supposed to make sure you find your way around town, all right? So I thought I'd just make sure, kind of see where you were headed, make sure you were finding your way around all right.
That's legit. Okay, why don't you give us some directions? We're just we're kind of looking to meet with Finnegan. We got some new intel.
Oh.
Maybe you could lead us over to where he is. That would be great.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we could. maybe, sure. Do you want me to like set up a meet or?
No, let's just go right now. It's real important. I think the harbor master's into some stuff, and I think we need to take him out now. I think we need to move quickly before he figures out we're onto him.
Oh, you're thinking that, huh? Well,
Yeah.
You want me to get all the gangs together then?
All the gangs.
Oh, you're right. Let me help you find. Like, I know where we can find the boss.
That sounds like a good plan.
And he starts down one of the roads, the streets, and makes a couple of turns, and ends
I'm
up in.
gonna tap them, and we're gonna ditch.
Give me a stealth check.
Like just him or
Great.
everyone.
Well, we'll all have to go together, don't we?
Ooh, look at that, 23.
The real question is, how does Asteki do?
Well, I figured we put him in an awkward enough situation that he might be like, I gotta figure out how to get out of this.
Okay. Yeah, you turn around and you head the opposite direction, and as near as you can tell, you've given him the slip.
Okay, what do you guys think that was all about?
I don't know. I mean, clearly he's keeping an eye on us, but I don't know why.
I think a guy like Finnegan, he secret information. I mean, that's just true power. So he wants to get the jump on it before anybody else can.
Good
Well, what do you
point.
think we should do now? I mean, he could have been following us long enough to know where the girl is. Should we go back to her?
I don't know. What if he's not the only one that's following us?
Can't think that too much into it.
Like everyone's following us at this point.
I think we would have noticed by now.
Oh, okay. We can
I'd
keep
say,
going with the harbor master. We ditched the guy.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Let's get our answers.
All right.
Yep. Let's do it.
And then if we need to go beat up a bunch of shirtless dudes later, I'm all down for that too.
In a minute, man. I thought we were done with beating down shirtless dudes. Like, come on. Things you don't want to do again. Part 3.
All right.
Sometimes you just can't escape it.
Sometimes you just need to beat up a bunch of shirtless dudes.
Double dragon.
Okay. You arrive at the harbor master's offices. There are 2 Black Pauldron guards standing at the doorway. They recognize you and wave you on into the building. As in your previous visit, the main floor is mostly an open workspace with cabinets, files, stacks of paper, tracking this, that, and the other thing. 2 secretaries are working their way around the room, pausing to make notes, carry ledgers over. One, as you stand there, one pulls up a seat and begins carefully copying from one ledger to another. In the back of the room, you can see the small wooden rail that separates off the office work area for the harbor master, where he is seated currently at work.
Is there a door to his office?
No, it's just there's like
Just another
a
room.
wooden railing that sort of separates it from everybody else. So it's about about 3 foot kind of like separator.
We take a minute and we'll say it was on the way here to discuss our tactics on this.
Okay, backing up. You're about 100 yards away from the offices when you spot the 2 guards standing post and the placard over the building that shows the sign of an anchor and a ship, and you have time to process what your plan is when you arrive.
Thank you. I'm like, I have the plan that I had before, but you guys all expressed disgust and distaste in that one. So,
What was the plan from before?
to say, hey man, we were in the sewers and we found this really interesting bottle of wine, and we really want you to taste it. and just take the bottle of blood and open it up, pour it into a bottle in front, just to watch him sit. Because you know what I mean? He knows we know what that is. It's not wine. He knows what that is. He's seen the streets run red with it.
Oh, I'm not
I don't
opposed to
know
that.
that's the best.
I'm not opposed to it because he's not going to actually drink it because he knows what it is. So
Right. Okay. So you guys thought I was going to actually make him drink it. No, I just wanted to be like, hey, this is cards on table.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just walk right in and be like, hey, we got a letter for you, and throw all the letters at him. Say, hey, why don't we have a glass of wine while we're
And then
going over this? Pour some blood.
That's even better.
And then I'll pick my teeth with a dagger menacingly while we watch his reaction.
Yeah, everybody's.
I'm good with all of this. This sounds fun.
Talk about the flair for the dramatic. We are the ones that should be, dressed with our shirts out, with our chests out.
Yeah, I don't think I could quite do that, but
That's it. You have the ones that are like glued like this, like they totally have them in Dragon Age. Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's a really high armor class too, somehow.
It's just mind-boggling.
Okay, so before you stride in, when you said all the letters, which letters are you referring to? And welcome, Ear.
We took all the letters out of the vampirus's desk and had read many of them.
Okay, so the personal correspondence.
Yeah.
Not the one promising the cure.
No, because the one promising the cure is not in our possession.
Okay.
Because it's being cross-referenced by Finnegan.
Got it.
And how do I remember that?
I think I had it in the recap. I did not, actually. But that is true. You left it with him in order to see if he could figure out who the F was.
Ooh, we could even do that, yeah. And we gave the letter to Finnegan. He's trying to cross-reference to see who F is. And we're drawing a blank here, man. What was your name again?
Okay.
Start with a letter like F.
Okay. Fair enough.
You want to make him squirm, don't you?
I would like to grab some popcorn on my way in. It's like from the popcorn wench.
Wench. What is this, medieval times?
Just like a lady with a popcorn stand hanging around. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Popcorn. Get your popcorn.
The old
Hey there,
popcorn
handsome.
wench.
You want some popcorn?
You want some ye old butter with that?
Ye old butter.
But you add Techie extra butter.
Yes, ye old butter.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks for coming by, Cheapskate. If you want to watch what happens after this, we are at the 43-minute mark, and it'll be on YouTube tomorrow. So you can always just check it out there at your leisure to see how this resolved. All right, so you have a plan that you're going to use to head in, right? Okay, so now we jump ahead. The guards wave you in. Asteki walks past it slightly, bends down, throws a couple of coppers at a girl who's selling small paper bags of roasted nuts. She cheerily takes the money and hands the bag over and then continues her way down the road. And he's the last to come walking in. As described, two secretaries are feverishly trying to maintain their records and copy, scribe over various correspondence, maintain multiple ledger copies, and the harbor master is at work at his desk going over some paperwork of some kind when he sees you come in.
All right. I'm going to wave at him, see if he's going to invite us over.
No, he waves you back on in. And you make your way back and can kind of open up the little gate in the railing that separates off his office, quote unquote, from everybody else, and kind of all huddle around his desk. So, what did you need? Did you find anything in the abandoned castle?
Yes, actually, we did find some stuff in the abandoned. There's some really rude people over there. We went in to have a conversation, and they just tried to stab me in the face.
They did?
Yeah, I mean, I know roving gang town. It's all good,
Well,
Nothing personal, right?
he starts shuffling around his desk for some paper, and he pulls out some.
Oh, you're looking for some paper, and then hand him the letters.
Yeah, we
Oh.
found some interesting
Yeah, we
letters
found
for
some
you,
paper.
sir.
Oh, that's. Oh.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, and we found this like really strange wine. It's like a vintage that we had never heard of before.
Oh, it's
You have a
delicious. Here, let me
glass?
pour you a
Here,
glass.
Oh. Oh.
And then there was another letter we found between an individual that was in there where they were kind of like sealed into a room, and someone with a name F. F was promising them a cure for some kind of illness or ailment. And so we gave it over to Finnegan. He's going to try to cross-reference that for us. We're kind of like at a blank there.
What did that letter say exactly again?
That there was a cure
A cure.
for whatever ails her.
Oh. And the letter was from whom?
Oh, it was initialed F.
Interesting. So, all right. I think you have said many things, and he kind of pushes the glass away a little bit. I think perhaps you should speak plainly then, as to what you believe is true or not.
Okay, so there was totally a vampire there. Is this vampire your daughter?
Has he had any vomiting, or is it just his stool?
We did not hurt her.
Okay.
He stands up and straightens his waistcoat. Tobias? Megan? Take a lunch. That the two clerks look up from their work, and he doesn't repeat himself at all. He just shakes his head, and they both put their quills in their ink pots, and they quickly grab a couple of items, and they scurry out of the office.
For the types of worms that we talked about, like the round worms and the tapeworms, but most
Go on, please.
not necessarily deworm for things.
So, yeah, the vampire is your daughter.
Giardia or coccidia,
Yes.
because they're less
Did you promise her a cure?
No, not myself.
and it usually
Okay, is there a cure?
I
Is
believe
this something
so.
we can
Yes.
help you with?
I've been told that repeatedly.
Okay, by who?
get the medication prescribed.
Finnegan.
Other dewormers
Finnegan told you there's a cure for vampirism.
Yes, he has assured me it is coming on the next tide. He has been assuring me that for some time.
So does he know your daughter's a vampire?
Yes,
Why did he want to take the note to authenticate it then?
and I think it's probably a very simple solution where he'll be on
because perhaps he was the one who had written it.
and you'll want to check his stool again
Yeah, he may have just wanted
Oh.
it to get rid of the evidence.
since he's feeling fine. Otherwise,
He wrote it.
it's fine
So if you guys are like working together on this, why are you so like
make sure it's the freshest one that you have available.
Working together is not exactly a phrase I would use. The man is a power-hungry mongrel who would be best be put down swiftly and silently.
To make sure that it stays diagnosed.
However,
Okay.
I can't do that, as he is the only link I have to a possible cure for my daughter's ailment, and I have been assured that she would be kept somewhere safe and away from others until the cure was delivered.
While he's there, just to make sure
you didn't know she was there?
They didn't tell me where she was being kept.
That makes sense. It would make sense not to know where she was.
They assured me that she was being cared for, that she was being given a steady diet as she needed, and that I would best not ask about its sources.
So for example, I have a
She
kitty
was being lied to about the sources.
I suspected.
our hospital worked with, and he came in to be neutered.
She's now no longer there. Has she come to contact you?
No.
He was a scrawny little
I want to insight check this mofo.
Go for it.
and I was sure that he had Giardia. And I brought in a
An insight check is reasonable at this time.
stool sample a week later. It was
Yeah, I guess I should roll one too because I mean I believe him though.
and collected a stool from him while I was at work.
I don't believe anybody anymore.
Positive. So
I got a 12 with my double insight or double proficiency, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's pretty low.
Okay, we need 2 more insights. We need Asteki and we need Samara's. It's the dice at the table. See, he did more than just eat popcorn.
Wait, someone was accusing him of just eating popcorn? Dude, this is the reason we're doing it how we're doing it, okay?
Okay. All right. I know.
I just feel like as Techi's back there, he's like, "Oh man, he's definitely lying," but he doesn't tell anybody. He just keeps eating popcorn.
Okay, Sonic redeemed this earlier, but now's a great time to bring it up. At the game table, I can say never have I ever lied to a member of law enforcement. Everybody else?
I have not lied to law enforcement either.
I don't think so.
I mean, I haven't. I've never lied to law enforcement.
If
Now-
I did, I don't remember.
I have said I honestly don't know how fast I was going when I probably did, but I couldn't recall in that moment.
I can most definitely not say that.
I mean, there's no sin in it, right? It's just...
Just look at the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Anarchy.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Me.
Trying to limit my communication with law enforcement.
If we have, yeah, especially this moment made it an easy one to redeem. So thank you for throwing that. It's a good one to get in there, break up the tension a bit. Asteki is able to pick out that the Harbor Master has been more or less truthful with you this entire time until the question, has he been in contact with his daughter?
Sometimes it's a little hard to get rid of, but as long as he's feeling okay through the whole treatment.
Yeah, it's weird because I figured she would have come seeing you. So where do you think she would have gone?
I honestly don't know. I mean, with that affliction she has limited places to go, even in the midday. Not that we have sun or anything that would otherwise have.
Is your daughter like reported missing or something? I mean, like you said, there's no sun. Can't you just walk out in the town?
It's not so much that she's been reported missing. It's that we don't discuss where she is other than the house. She took ill some time ago and was well known, and we have simply maintained that she is at the house. And any servants are well paid to remember that her rooms are off limits, and that I will take care of her at the home, at least until she can safely return home.
So if I were to go, check out your house, I wouldn't happen to find her there, would I?
No.
I don't know, 16 years, and she did just.
You don't even need to roll insight check on that one. That's a freebie. He's telling you the truth. She ain't at the house.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured she wouldn't be at the like any place that you would normally suspect.
Yeah, it's probably one of the Fang hideouts.
So that leads us to other weirdnesses. So in the procurement of sustenance for your daughter, a certain gentleman who is accruing credit with you personally has put someone under a spell, and we happened to, while we were investigating this whole situation, cross paths with him and stop him from shipping out a young necromancer who we brought to you previously.
Wait, you interrupted the process?
Yeah.
She needs to be on the ship tonight.
Why does she need to be on the ship tonight?
Because the cure is due on the next tide. If the shipments do not continue, I have no guarantee that the cure will come.
Wait, you're trading people on top of draining people of blood for
I'm
the
not
cure?
draining anyone of blood. I know nothing of that.
Where do you think the sustenance comes from?
Pigs? Cows?
Human beings that have been turned into zombies that are infesting your sewers.
I want to knock over the glass of blood and just be like, "Oh, oops."
He doesn't even notice as he slumps back into his chair.
I have a ledger. We have multiple ledgers of people who are processed, and then as well as the people who are being shipped off. I have a feeling that there is no cure coming.
Well, what
Not
would
from over there.
Where are these people getting shipped to? Take a look at your hands. Think about how many fingers you got. Now think about how many you want to walk out with. Where are they shipping these people to?
4 months ago, a gentleman from across the sea who claimed ownership of this county arrived. He afflicted my daughter and then sailed back. I was led to believe that if I maintained a bargain and provided him with a handful of potential replacements, that a cure would come for my child. And that is what I have done. I would get her back at the cost of a handful of ne'er-do-wells and miscreants in a gang-ridden city, and that they would be taken care of when they had arrived.
Taking care of like the ones that you're processing for the,
They would be made his
sustenance.
consorts. They would live in luxury. Perhaps.
Exactly, perhaps.
I would do anything for my Wilhelmina. But I knew nothing about killing for blood. He thought he saw something in her, which is why he took her. And then when he decided he had made an error, he discarded her and returned to his castle.
Accessible by boat. Do you know, was it your boat? His own boat? Is there somewhere we can go?
Yeah, is it far, or is it very far from here?
Well, it's very difficult to tell. Navigation is challenging. Without the sun to guide off of, you're entirely reliant upon the stars, and you can only effectively navigate for half of a day. And even that's on a night when the clouds part enough to find a star. You're working mostly off chronometers and compasses, praying that both are calibrated appropriately. Or perhaps a scrying magic to maintain the ship's course. I don't know the length of the journey to reach his lands, or how far inland he lives. I only know the bargain that was negotiated.
Who did you negotiate the bargain with?
Finnegan.
I don't know that Finnegan was someone to negotiate this bargain with.
He was the one who assured me a cure was possible.
And being a power-hungry dog, you didn't think anything of that?
I didn't have a lot of options. I certainly couldn't turn my child over to the Black Pauldron. Forgive a father for latching on to the last ray of hope in a sunless universe.
I can forgive holding on to hope. I can't forgive turning a blind eye to murder and human trafficking.
Yeah, that's pretty low, man.
What had to be done. What is your intention now?
I expect the guy with the peanuts to.
we
all-
all,
Okay, I was going to jump in.
we also asked
and
Techie
say,
reach for his
Yeah, I
name.
was like,
Our
go for
intention
it.
is to take care of what has to be done. And against our better judgment, we might let you live if you can break the spell on the necromancer.
I can't. It's not my place to. Everything was arranged that a suitable consort would be procured on a semi-regular basis and would be sent overseas. I know nothing of the process itself. The most my hand plays into this is ensuring the ships come and go with the appropriate tides, and that any appropriate cargo
Do you
is
know
marked.
the command word?
No, it's not my place to.
What's the next ship that's taking one of these bodies?
It's supposed to go out tonight.
Oh, so we know how to get there.
Right. We may need to be on that boat. But okay, well the guy that we had to kill because he attacked us said that it was a command word that two people created, that they like it had, you know, he wasn't the only one that could just.
Oop. We lost the end of that.
Oh, sorry. He wasn't the only one. It took two people to create the command word.
I presume perhaps one to enchant and one to disenchant?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And it certainly wouldn't do me any good to be able to disenchant. I'm simply here to ensure that the shipment is cataloged.
Yes, you're just a facilitator.
I would.
At this point, I'm not sure why we don't just kill you and walk out of this room.
I've offered all the defense I have.
We're not here for defense. We're here for answers. How do we fix this?
I suppose
We're willing to help you procure a cure if there is one. That being said, it's not going to be gotten by sending people over to some crazy guy across the sea who was able to just turn her into something else. That's not how this, as far as I know, there is no cure.
I thought it was too good to be true as well, but what else was I to do except hope? I handed her over to a gang and said, please keep her safe, and then have been praying for months that they would. They'd find a way to keep her from preying on the people of the city.
By preying on it themselves? I don't see how that's any better.
I can't disenchant it. I wouldn't even know where to begin with magic.
Who would? He said he worked on it with someone else. It has to be someone else capable.
The only other person that knows about all this, that is tied to this, is Finnegan. You know, maybe Finnegan is the other one.
Is Finnegan a spellcaster? Is this something we know? Do you know? Does he do that?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of him as such. I mean, truly, if you wish to release the girl from the enchantment, you probably have to take her across the sea to wherever she's being received.
How many times has he told you it would be on the next side?
3.
It's not coming. Like, it's not. Because it would have. If it was a deal with a vampire, he would have upheld his end of the bargain.
It's easy to assume for the first few months that it's just a matter of bad navigation. A ship loses its course and it has to take a few days to find it again.
We're beyond that now. What do you really think?
I think I wouldn't know what else to do but hope. And keep my end of the bargain in the hopes that maybe it would lead to something.
For the record, that does not sound like leadership material. I'm going to put that out there for everybody. Maybe this other guy's going to have to lead this town because it's not going to be this one. I understand that your desire to do what needs to be done. I all know all too well the need to do what needs to be done. That being said, there is no just, oh, it hasn't happened 3 different times. We're just going to keep killing people and shipping them off. That's ridiculous. You should know better than that. Come on. How much suffering have you watched this town, these people go through to then just play this game?
I just had to hold out hope.
I understand. Are you ready to accept justice?
As must be done.
And show it shall. And I'll grab him and I'll put him on his knees. Is he going to resist?
Why are we killing him?
Because obviously he's killing innocent people.
I feel
Were
like
you paying attention?
I feel like this could backfire on us in the sense that the girl that we're trying to save might become enraged by us killing her father. And then we have to kill her too.
Counting on it.
Yeah, Dagon just breaks off one of the rungs of that like railing that cuts them in half and just starts sharpening a stake. Like, you need to stake a vampire, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Pretty sure. Or take
That's how the
head off,
stories
right?
all go, right?
I'll ask for final words at this point, unless somebody's gonna stop me.
I'm just gonna knock him out. Like I'm just gonna like you're getting ready to execute it. I'm just gonna knock him out. Just take the end of my short sword, just boom,
Bonk.
and then. I don't know that executing him right now is a good idea. He doesn't need to hear that.
I agree. I don't think it's the best thing at the moment because I think there's more pressing issues.
It seemed like the right thing to me.
I love how you knock him out before you debate whether or not you're going to execute him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to actually debate in front of the prison.
I wanted a nice Game of Thrones moment here. You know, like you kill the deserter. Could you imagine? You're about ready to take him out, and they're just like, "No, can't we just knock him out?" It's like, no. Next time, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna make you guys watch.
Just do it. Don't give me time to react because I want to save your soul. It doesn't matter what you are.
You don't need to save my soul. This is the just thing. This is the righteous thing. This person deserves it. I don't feel for his sob story.
I'm with Azteki on this one. I mean, anybody who's down with human trafficking, just.
I agree with you on that, but I mean,
we found the next name.
Save the daughter
found the
if
higher
there's
up.
a way.
Get rid of this guy.
That's the thing. Do we want to save the daughter if we can?
She's a freaking vampire, dude.
But
if this is that she's making a pretty convincing argument. If we kill him, I do not think there's anything we can do for her other than put her down.
Okay, well, what we can do is we can ask her to join the crew. You know, she just could be part of the party, and we'll take that ship with the necromancer and go overseas.
Oh, like.
Okay. And that could be season 2.
So go with her, 'cause if there's a cure, it will be over there.
Yeah.
And then we won't have killed either of the potential leaders of this area. This guy is not it, by the way.
Even though they deserve it, by the way.
Oh yeah, no,
All right.
You know what?
We knocked him out. Let's go talk to Finnegan and knock him out.
Here's the issue. Here's the issue. There was a time when Dagan and I deserved it. Not like this, but there was a time we deserved it, and we turned it around. If we can turn it around, I don't even know. I mean, I don't know. Okay.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Okay. Well, he can find it at the wall. We can exile him to the wall. All right. If you want to spare him.
You go, black coat, black hat.
It's up to you guys. I say we got what we needed out of him. If you really want to kill him, it's up to you. I'm
not gonna kill him while he's knocked out. That's just rude.
Okay, look. The other problem is going to be if we kill him, the Black Pauldron is outside, and they work for him.
Yeah.
We have to fight all of those people, and I don't really think that that's the best way to be maneuvering around town.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Is there any other way out of this office?
There is a door to the back alley.
Set him back up in his chair.
I'll take a peek out there and just see if there's anybody posted out back.
All right. Well, we gotta bind him up and hide him or something. I don't know. Because otherwise he's gonna come to, and then the guards are gonna be after us.
Well,
do you think though? Because if he's he did not sound like he sounded like he was ready to accept his fate. I don't think he's going to be like, how dare you not kill me? I think he's going to be like, oh, I guess that's a mercy and be done with it. If he's not, then we can come kill him later. We're not going to kill him now anyway, so.
All right. We'll just leave him there.
No, I'm going to put him in the chair.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put him in the chair, make it look like he was taking a nap.
We can DeBernie's him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey man, look at this spilled bottle of wine right here.
Tie some string to his hand and put it on a weight.
It's like, what's going to happen? His secretaries are going to come back from lunch and be like, "Oh, what happened?" He's going to be like, "Oh, you know what? I just had a little bit too much of this wine." What else is he going to say? Oh, those people attacked me because my daughter's a vampire.
Stranger things have happened around here.
It's true, and we killed those people as well.
Just
So
put that thought in front of you. You've had weirder.
that house had really sharp teeth.
The what?
The house had really sharp teeth.
True.
From
you don't
last week.
usually see that in a house. That is uncommon. Okay, what's going on? Hold on, we have some local color here. Okay, local color has ended, which I consider no small favor. Okay. As you finish up your discussion, you start to head towards the back door of the offices out into the back alley. And as you get to the door, as you start to move towards the door, someone steps in.
Is our shirtless buddy?
No, it's someone else wearing
that's weird.
similar colors, though.
Oh, okay.
And he sort of like leans in the door jamb at you and smiles. And as he does, across the room, you can hear the main door to the offices opening. And that would be Finnegan walking in.
All right.
It's like, oh, you've seen to our friend. Did you have a chance to discuss his situation with him? Did you come to a resolution?
As you can see from the blood all over the table, we have one resolution.
Ooh, is that his?
Might be. You want to come check?
No, not terribly. So your plan then is to come out here and announce to everyone that he has been deposed? Exposed for the fraud he was, the criminal mastermind behind the murders and the trafficking and the kidnappings, consorting with the undead.
Story. He had a different story.
Really?
His story was that you were the app in the letter, and that you were the one facilitating the drainings and the hiding and the...
Oh, what letter would that be that you're talking about?
Oh, the letter you were investigating.
Right. I don't remember that letter.
Of course you don't. But we all do.
Oh, well, perhaps if we were to call a council of all the leaders of the gangs together, you could show them the letter. And that they could then, make their judgments from it.
Okay, so how do you convene a council with the elders? How do you do that?
I could easily round up all the heads of the major gangs in a matter of hours. What I'm not sure about, though, and this is perhaps you can help me with this, where are you going to find a letter to show them that implicates me in anything?
Well, why don't you let us worry about that?
I'm just curious. Seeing as I don't think such letter exists. I certainly have never seen one.
It's true, you probably haven't. Did the vampire come visit you after she got out?
No, she would never speak to me. I hate her.
You hate her?
Well, yes. She's an abomination. She was supposed to be destroyed. She's lucky that I've let her live as long as I have.
So then you were never going to cure her, obviously. So that was all a lie.
I don't know. I'm sure the cure exists somewhere. I'm sure I don't know what it is, though.
Why did you keep her alive at all then? Why didn't you just lie and say that you were keeping her alive?
Well, you see, I wasn't sure. But it just so worked out that either a band of adventurers who are fairly well known, a knight of Ravenkind no less, who can keep the peace, who can root out the undead in our sewers, who come claiming cure to other cities of their maladies, can show up here and reveal to everyone the corrupt and evil harbor master who must be displaced for the town's own good. Or another story. A corrupt band of vile mercenaries arrived in our town. They sought fortune. They cut a deal with the harbor master. They murdered people in the streets. Then they turned their blades on him, killing him and leaving us without our beloved leader.
And then people would turn to you, even knowing that you guys don't really get along?
Well, it's not like they didn't put up a fight. And what was I to do? I was simply here for business.
I mean, that's up to you, man. If you want to fight, we can fight.
I'd much rather not, but I'd like to be sure we all have our story straight.
What is it that you were getting out of this whole venture?
Me? Well,
Yes.
I'm establishing that I'm the one to run Storm's End, proving my value to higher powers.
So were you actually in contact with this other guy that came from overseas?
I think that's perhaps more than you need to know.
No, I think I need to know.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Mark at him to shoot him.
Yeah, I was just about to say I punch him in the face.
If that's the case, then fine. We're going to kill them all. Fuck it.
I at least wanted to give him an ultimatum first.
No,
Really? This guy
no.
you want to give an ultimatum to the
Yeah.
other guy you want to... Oh
My whole spiel tonight was going to be, hey, are you going to cure? If not, then you die.
Well, he already said there isn't one. So
Well,
let's
no,
kill
the
him.
necromancer, not so much the vampire. I thought we could go at least one for two. Well,
All
I don't
right,
care.
I forgot about the necromancer.
Roll
No,
initiative.
we could just go directly to shooting him. I'm cool with
Okay.
that.
Roll initiative.
I got a 4.
Actually, I know what I'll do with that.
Nat 20.
Voice.
Let's see.
I gotta grab another drink. I'll be right back.
Roll
Okay.
horrible.
Let's see. Start an encounter.
All right, let me feed the cat.
What? Shoot first. Ask questions later. Okay, so we all roll initiative. Doesn't take me that long to set everything up. Jeez. He rolled initiative. Okay. 8. Wow, Dagon goes really early.
We are all at full life, by the way. I think that was from last time.
No. Frederick is at 16. Where you should be.
Didn't not fight anything since
You
took a long rest or a short rest.
You could have. We never actually did it. Do you want to go ahead and do a quick short rest? And let me know how it turns out.
I thought we took one before we went into the vampire, and then we hadn't fought anything since then.
No, because you fought the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And you
We
haven't
thought...
said you took a short rest since then, but I'm perfectly fine. If you want to do it, do it.
Well, no, because if that's the case, I have no spells. I think we're all out of spells, mostly.
Oh,
At
I
least I
don't
think
know.
I don't remember.
Reset everything last week. I know.
Yeah, I reset all my stuff,
we
too.
spent everything in the past, right? We went down swinging.
I got your
Yeah,
hit
well,
points
all those
reset.
are gone.
But I think you are a little tapped on spells at the moment.
Yeah, I am. I have like nothing.
This might be a case. Perhaps we're going to see how fast how much you can do, and then take your leave of the situation.
I think I might have one
still have
spell
some,
left, which is the only one I need anyway.
Yeah, I did use my action surge in that last
No, your
fight.
short rest got all your stuff back. Yeah. If we do.
Oh, are we
let's say-
doing a short rest?
Yeah, do a short
gonna-
rest as
we're gonna say we did a
before
short
we got
rest.
to this moment.
Okay, short rest.
I'll get you some stuff back.
You-
And then I assume that would put everybody back at full health, because I assume you're going to use enough hit dice to get there.
I plan on it.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and
How
I'll
many?
put
Let's
that
use them
in.
all.
Yeah, I just flagged that I used all mine.
Okay. Oh,
26.
I'll just put everybody back
What are
at
we
full
rolling?
health.
Hit die to be at full health.
Oh, okay.
One should get you there.
I'm seeing myself already at full health.
I already updated
Okay.
it.
All right.
And then 2 is the one that came in the back door.
So let's just say that I have 2 out of 3 spell slots left.
Sure.
And I'll have 1 out of 3 spell slots left.
And then just so I don't forget, DR3.
I'm pretty sure I used a heal and a mark,
Yes.
which sounds about right.
But isn't your mark isn't a spell, is it?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Oh. Do you have to concentrate on it?
Nope.
Okay.
At least I don't think so. Let me see.
Let's peek.
How many spells do we get back for a short rest?
Oh, that's a concentration.
Well, it is concentration.
Short rest. I don't recall off the top of my head how many you get back.
I don't think you get any back, but you have an ability called Arcane Recovery as a wizard, and you can burn that to get some spell slots back.
That sounds right. In
I don't know how that works at
particular,
all.
I will look quickly and give you a quick breakdown of what I can come up with. Up to choose expended spell slots to recover up to a combined level of 2. So you can uncheck 1 second level spell or 2 first level spells.
Okay.
That would be a good idea.
So 1 second level or 2 first level?
Mm-hmm. I have theories about what I would pick in your place.
I don't know what's better, 2 first level or 1 second level.
I think the second level.
I don't know. That Scorching Ray has done you good pretty well.
It has definitely come in handy for sure.
And yes, Hunter's Mark is a concentration, so I need to make sure I'm marking that one. I thought it was a class ability.
No, it's a spell.
Oh, okay.
It is concentration.
Yeah, I think in older rules it used to be a class
I
ability.
think it was in 4. It was
Yeah.
I don't think it existed in 3.
I think it popped up in 3.5.
That sounds
3.5
right.
ain't real.
That's when basically it was Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Dagon, you have the first action in combat. As you see you see how the corner of your eyes, Frederick reach for his longbow. You're like, nope, I'm going first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you son of a bitch, Finnegan, and I'm just gonna unarmed strike him right in the face, and I'm gonna grab him and just try to hold him so he can't like get away.
Okay. That was unexpected. But go for it.
Woohoo! Punch for 7 damage. That hurt.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That'll
And
definitely have a
then,
mark. And then you're going to grapple. That's opposed strength.
Yes, athletics. Does that work?
Yeah. Ties go to...
Whoever has the higher modifier, I thought.
Yep. We'll go with that. All right. He
Yeah,
has...
so if I get a hold of him, I would like to like put him face forward to my friends. Be like, we are going to just gang annihilate this guy.
Okay. Okay, yes. So that's your whole action, right?
Yep.
Okay. The guard at the back door.
Oh, wait a minute.
I hate you.
So I just realized I was looking at my sheet. I get my superiority dice back on a short rest. So I will spend.
Okay.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Yeah, I'll spend one of those when I hit him. So that's extra D8 damage.
Okay.
And I'll just do goading attack on him. So it's a wisdom saving throw, DC 13. If he fails, then he has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me.
Well, given that you're grappling him, I don't see him attacking anyone else.
You should have stripped him. Take him face first.
Not enough people have actions the way the initiative order fell out.
You have what?
The way the initiative order fell out, he'd be up on his turn.
Oh, no, I know. But I mean, he's still... If I were wrestling with someone in this situation, I would take him to the ground, is what I meant.
So that's a solid hit. Then he takes 8 more.
15 damage from my fist.
That fist is scary, bro.
And he is goaded. Let's add that on there too. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. So his action is going to be, he's in the back. He's going to go charging at the nearest person, which is going to be Samara.
Of course.
Because she's in the back and he can.
Do I have an action? Can I intercede?
You can intercede.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
Playing Captain America.
Oop,
Thank you.
I want him.
You're welcome.
2. All right. First attack and second attack. The intercession gives a bonus. How much AC? Oh, that's disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so he comes in so hard and quick that he actually gets through your defenses.
Oh no.
As you step in. Now, he's a very competent fighter. You can see where you do mess him up on somewhat on one of the 2 attacks. So Samar only takes 10 damage.
Only. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the other guard is going to leap to his boss's defense. And he's going to go after Dagon. And he is going to get a hit in and take 5 points of damage off. I wanted to check one thing. If you're grappling and you're taking damage, do you lose your grapple? I feel like there should be I feel like there should be something that has to happen here.
I don't think there's any official rules written into it. Basically, like you either are or aren't grappled.
Yeah.
But I totally get where you're coming from. I mean,
So
for me, that would be like a DM call.
Yeah, let's do this. Cover, making an attack. It's never where I need it when I need it. But I think you're right. There is not. Tell you what. Escaping a grand. You know what? Give me a strength check. I got an idea. We'll just do
a strength saving throw or just a
strength
save.
check
or athletic save. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll a 5.
Okay. He rolled an 18. So we're going to... Yeah. You have to in order to defend yourself, you have to let go of Finnegan for now. But that does put Samara up.
All right.
That seems reasonable.
You guys smell that? It smells like the grill just fired up.
All right, which guy is near me?
There's the guard from the back. Guard number 2, who came in the back door, is the one who's currently attacking you. You can also take a step back from him and fling your fires at Finnegan directly. You also have your Misty Step available.
Hmm. Can I Misty Step and then use a spell, or is that
No, yes, Misty Step is a free action, I believe,
the free action? Okay.
or a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay, I think I'm gonna Misty Step away, like like distance myself from the guys, and then maybe use Scorching Ray on somebody.
Okay, so you Misty Step to the far side of the room.
Yep.
So she sinks down away from her target, gives a little wave, and pops up on the far corner of the room and begins. I don't know, what are you casting? Scorching Ray at whom?
Yeah. It's better to take out one of his henchmen, or like the big Mamma Jamma.
I mean, we don't know if they're just getting paid or if they have any loyalty.
Yeah, my hope is if we take Finnegan out, they'll run away.
Oh, I'll target Finnegan and see what happens.
Okay, so 3 attack rolls. Blah. 24 hits. A 15 will hit. An 8 will not.
Yeah, the 8 will. Sorry, I didn't mean I accidentally hit it again.
Do we have any
Oh.
It's
rerolls?
okay, spend a reroll. Yeah,
Oh,
do it.
There, the 15
Oh.
that she re-rolled would hit.
The 15 that I rerolled.
Looks like you spent a re-roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did it preemptively.
You know what was funny? What happened Wednesday night? Somebody actually used channel points to ban in-game action, and their action they banned was accept any roll under 10. So the party had to keep burning re-rolls.
Wow, that's crazy.
Clever girl.
Okay. So you have 3 sets of damage. So that's 9. 2
Any ones are twos.
or 2. So that's 4.
So we got 8, 9, and 4.
Oh, 8, 9, and 4. Do you want to re-roll
10
that?
and 4, yeah.
That
Sorry.
1 and 1?
Oh, I don't know. Do I want to re-roll the 1 and 1?
Up to you.
Yeah, come on, do it. It's the last.
Burn him.
It's the last chapter.
Oh, okay. That was better than.
So 8.
8, yeah, because the
Thank you.
1 becomes a 2.
Yeah, so that's 16, 25 damage.
Ouch.
Yay.
Jeez.
We missed you last week.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
Just point
While
her
I
at
was on a
something.
portal being sacrificed.
You
Sorry.
weren't being sacrificed. Asteki was being seduced.
Oh,
Right. I was being
Yeah, and
sacrificed.
he very like willingly went along with it. It seemed like.
it sounded like you needed rescuing.
Fair enough. Okay, he gets an action. He has no choice but to attack. He's got to attack Dagon.
Well, he can attack someone else. He just would be at disadvantage.
Right. So what he's going to do is he's going to turn his attention on you, Hobbs, and he's going to pull his sword out and just come at you hard.
He's going to come at you, bro.
So 2, 3, and he does land at 1 hit in that combination. Oddly enough, he lands for 9 damage. As he just lays into you with his, he pulls out his cutlass and just starts coming in. You can see that there's a reason he is respected, and he's not a bad fighter. He's holding his own pretty well. He then turns and snaps to the guard nearest him, and begins shouting orders to have you flanked.
orders, like me specifically.
Yeah, like help me get this guy. You do this, and he's kind of shouting out tactics as he does.
I'll say 3 to 1. I like these odds.
Which then takes us to Asteki's action.
I'm gonna smack him with the flail. Gonna smack one Finnegan with the
Okay.
flail.
You sure you don't want to bless the party? You're like, no, I want to smite. Smite.
Smite him with the mighty flail.
Smite this sex trafficker.
All right, I'll smite him. Let's blow him up. So let's see if I connect first, and then we can follow through on this smite. Let's see, which is the thing.
Ain't no smiting happening today.
Womp womp.
You can always reroll.
Oh, I didn't see the roll happen.
Oh yeah, no, I rolled a 1.
You failed.
6.
Spectacularly.
Hold on, let me refresh the game.
I'm lucky I didn't hit any one of you.
Let's see what happened there.
Oh, I'm far. I'm in the other
There
side
it
of the
goes.
room. Like,
You do have 2 rerolls in the bank.
I would save it for somebody that could do something cooler with it.
Oh, come on. Smiting is
Okay.
cool.
just do it. Do it.
You're getting a lot of pressure.
Ooh.
All right, fine.
All
Burn
right.
a reroll. Let's see if I can connect on this smite.
There's
But now if
also
you hit him, you have to smite him.
that's still not going to be enough. There is a channel point reward still that you can redeem that will also force an immediate reroll. It's under my sound bits, but there's a channel point cost one that's available. If anyone wants to intervene quickly before we move on. Popcorn. All right, Frederick, you're up.
Okay. So he's trying to get the other guy to come flank behind him.
Yeah, the flank Dagon.
Is there room for him to get behind him to flank him?
There's definitely room for them to scrap as they kind of clamber over the desks and the dress and push over filing cabinets.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mark him and shoot him.
Okay.
I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do the thing we do. I'm not gonna use the snipe.
Mm-mm. Nope.
14 is no. Okay,
14
good
is
thing I
not
didn't use the
enough.
snipe. Okay.
As the shot flies wide. Which, unless something weird happens, it's going to take it to Dagon's turn.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
I'm
We're
gonna say
fourth
to,
level. We get one thing to do.
I'm gonna say to Finnegan, I was gonna go easy on you and show him the fist. I was like, but now it's time. And I pull the longsword out.
All right. He takes a fighting stance opposite you, and you press in on him.
Let's settle out, please.
Let's see, that misses.
That's going to miss. As he parries each swing, takes a few steps back.
Oh, geez, 14 misses as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna burn my action surge to get another action.
Okay. That'll hit.
There we go. And I am gonna goading attack him again so that he still has disadvantage.
Okay.
Sorry,
Another wisdom save.
the dog got let in here and they didn't realize it. And the dog was like, "Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!" It's like, can you let her out?
And this is from the goat, so that's 14.
And what kind of dog is
Okay.
And then I still get. Do I get another offhand attack if I use my action surge, or is it just another solid action?
I think the 2 attacks are part of one action, aren't they?
Well, the dual wield is technically a bonus action for my offhand attack.
Okay, then no, you wouldn't.
Okay. Still worth it. I did some damage.
Still worth it. You hit him a couple of times. The guard in the back is going to come after Asteki, since he obviously can't get a path at Samara. So he's going to take some shots at Asteki and see what he can do. And he does land a blow. As Asteki rolls around and throws his shield up in front of himself, and he's now fighting on 2 fronts and takes 9 damage.
Is that with the
DR?
Oh, wait, how much damage did I just say you took?
9.
9, so it should be 6.
Nice.
That
heavy
feat,
armor,
that
man.
feat is awesome.
30%.
Yeah,
That's
meat,
math.
meat in the can, man.
That
Keep
adds
that meat
up.
in the can.
That adds up. The other guard is going to press his advantage against Dagon. And if I remember right, he has this, so he gets an extra... whatever. Oh, I was supposed to do that in his action. Oh well, I'll just do it now. He's going to attack. So longsword, short sword. He'll add the D4 to that, and that will get through your defenses again. For 5. So as you continue to fight your way around the desks and tables, you duck under the long sword a couple of times and miss the short sword coming on the back, and it just slams into the top of Dagon's arm, forcing him to take a step back away from both of the 2 fighters and reconsider his life choices. Samara's up.
All right. I'm going to continue focusing on Finnegan. And I think I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Do you still have first level spell slots?
I have one, yeah. I
Okay.
had one left over from the last time.
Okay, yes, then you can definitely do that.
I love that spell so much. Never misses.
Nope. Just roll
Yeah.
damage.
All right.
And you get 2 of them, right? Or is it 3?
I thought it was
3.
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, 3. 3d4 plus 3.
Got it. So that's 13 damage.
I've
Wow.
been summoned for the bedtime ritual. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I was gonna wait till my turn, but it's a while.
Actually, his turn isn't that far off. At this point, Finnegan is going to use a disengage action to take a 5-step move, and then use his main action to take a full move and book it out the door.
Running away. No.
I'm gonna say, don't you leave me in your wake, Finnegan.
And as he does, you can see the 2 Black Pauldron guards starting to come in the door as he comes out it.
I will scream. He attacked the Harbor Master.
I think with this moment, we really want Frederick here for this. Let's take a 5-minute breather to refresh our waters and put kids to bed as needed. We'll be back here in
Okay.
5.
Yep.
Okay, we're back. To recap, you've gone to the harbor master's house or the office. You've confronted him about his part in the nefarious plot to ship young people out of the city under the cover of night aboard ships. He professed his innocence in as much as he did not know what was what on the particulars of the people being killed, but he did know that they were being shipped out as promise payment to get his daughter cured of her vampirism. You knocked him out, and as you were getting ready to leave, his rival showed up to ensure, hopefully, that you would play your part in helping sell out the harbor master to the community so he could take control when you didn't play ball by his... Well, he wasn't playing ball by your rules, so you attacked him. And we are technically in the midst of combat, but it's up to you. You have a few more actions. It was Finnegan's last action. Let me switch back to the combat mode. His actions were to flee the scene.
Oh, okay.
So his full action is going to be to take a disengage action and then take a full move action to head out the front doors of the office, shouting to the...
disengage your action, and then you can only take a regular move, like 30 feet?
Right.
Okay.
So you can do a disengage and a move in one action, I believe.
Yeah.
In one
it's
turn,
not-
I should say.
I was thinking double move for some reason.
No. He's
When
double
you said
timing,
full.
but he's not double moving. So his move is to disengage. His normal attack action would be to move, and he's just getting the heck out of dodge.
Are his people...
He's going to take
What
an
does he say?
He's telling everyone that discretion is the better part of valor. It doesn't really matter now that you've attacked members of the city. And he's shouting to the guard that they've gone mad. They've attacked the harbor master. I take that back. No, he doesn't, because there are no Black Pauldron guards at the door. So his action will be to leave. And indeed, there are no guards at the door.
Teki, you might get your opportunity to compel a duel.
Yeah, is he like gone? Or can I
No, he
compel
just
a
went
duel?
30 feet.
He's kind of out the door. What does compelled duel require?
Oh, I can look.
I am looking. Let's see. Range 30 feet. Well, you can cast it.
I'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can keep him in the fight.
Okay.
If that is indeed what we want to do. I mean, you just said when I sat down, I should have compelled duel, and I'm like, why? I mean, you can. I don't see the reason why not.
I want to keep him here.
Okay.
You want to dispense your justice.
It's your action.
Yes.
You compel the duel.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a roll, but he gets a save.
Yeah, it says Wiz 12
Okay.
on the line for me. I don't know what that means.
But his save is probably...
His save is 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. You call upon the powers of Ravenkind and instruct him to face you in combat, and he completely ignores it. He is you can see
Nope.
he breaks his step, and then you can see him shaking off the magics as he continues on his way.
It's worth a shot.
It would have
It
been
was.
awesome if it had worked. Frederick, you have an action, sir.
I'm going to try to shoot him in the leg.
Shoot him in the leg, through the doorway.
I can step out the doorway and shoot him in the leg. I have move.
You're going to have to go past his guard, who's in the process of backing towards the door, but you can do that.
Well, so, okay. I can, with my ability, I can ignore half cover.
Ah,
So,
Go for it.
Can I make that shot without having to actually leave?
yeah. Yeah. You can ignore the half cover. It's still a. Are you taking the called shot to the leg or just shooting him?
No, that was a joke. I'm not actually going to try to shoot him in the leg.
Stranger things have happened. Dwarven trick shot. Exactly.
Yeah, I just bank it off the wall. I do the wanted thing where I spin the bow and curve the arrow.
Like you can make the arrow like curve around, you know.
Somewhat more realistic than curving a bullet, at least.
Somewhat. Somewhat.
Wait, does Frederick turn into Angelina Jolie and now he can like shoot bullets around corners and shit?
With my sharpshooter, I kind of can.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna do damage. Is there more damage coming?
There is, but it didn't roll it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Jeez.
I want to. We have a reroll left. I'm like,
There's
I wanna reroll
one
the bonus
left.
Damage.
One left tonight.
I don't even know if it's a. He's been soaking a lot of damage, and I don't know if a D8 and a D6 a little bit higher than that is going to matter. What do you guys think?
13.
Well, I'm up next. I plan on just rushing out the door and throwing shit at him. So this guy's not getting away. I do not like when people punk my ass.
All right, so D8 and a D6 is probably higher than what you're rolling for damage, yeah?
No, because if I throw, it'll be throwing axes, so it'll be 2d6 plus.
Oh,
3.
plus your mod. Yeah, no, I'll leave it. 13.
13. Okay. Okay, Dagon has the next action.
All right. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you scared? You running now?" And I'm just gonna rush out the door.
Okay.
And can I throw that shield I have like Captain America?
Oh, we've been waiting
This is a
for
question.
it.
Because if it hurts my roll, I'll just drop everything, pull my axes out, and throw the hand axe.
I would do that because I'm trying to think like shields don't normally fly like Captain America's, and I'm not sure I like the precedent of I can't reach it. I'll throw my shield at it.
Yeah, well, I just I've been watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so it's like I really want to throw a shield at some point.
Oh yeah.
We've been waiting for it to happen. Ever since you just like disemboweled the guy with the
Yeah, shield slam.
Yeah, go ahead and do your axe throws. They're more suited for throwing.
Yeah, I'll
any
just
hue.
as I'm running past, and I think I have to run past his
You
guard.
do,
right?
so he's going to take a swing at you as you pass him.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I kind of figured. He misses. He can't. You duck and slide under his blade as you charge out, pop up on one knee, and let fly with. You can technically do 2 thrown weapons.
Yep. So I'll throw my 2 hand axes. Oh, and also as that guy misses me, I'm just gonna look at him and be like gingerbread, and I'm gonna keep running.
gingerbread. I love it.
It's like 1 damage for a sick burn.
Okay, give me damage for that one.
I'll roll my other attack too, but I'm definitely gonna burn dice on these.
Oh. Okay. That's a hit. Okay, then what are you gonna do?
Trip attack, duh.
With a thrown weapon?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you just
Achilles
go
heel.
for the leg.
Okay.
I mean, what is Scorpion but just that incarnate?
Okay.
Get over here!
People's legs are not safe around us.
No. No. Oh.
Anyway, yeah, I did it on both of them.
Jeez.
And now I'm tapped. I got nothing left.
I forget how bursty you guys are.
Oh, we do, man.
And he is.
We just burst.
Yeah. You the first axe lands in his Achilles heel, his Achilles tendon, and he trips. He pulls himself up just in time to look back over his shoulder and take the second axe to the forehead.
So for the record, you were going for a leg shot, but his face happened to be where his leg was.
He falls back motionless in the middle of the street, staring upwards with lifeless eyes. as everything is, as suddenly you realize you haven't heard silent in a while. And there's a moment where no one on the street is moving or making a sound.
You're very welcome. I will send you a summary of all that we discussed in an email.
Gonna knock another arrow and point it at the guy like getting ready to leave the door and be like, "Are we good?"
Oh, they're not even like staying to talk. The other two are heading out the back door on their actions.
Okay.
Like they're just.
Let's take Finnegan back into the office.
I'd like to address the crowd and say, no ticket.
Yeah,
That's smooth.
I'll grab the axe that's in his head and just drag his body back in.
Excuse me,
by
these
the
are
handle,
mine.
like a meat hook. Just pull him back in.
Sit him on the other side of the table across from.
yeah. Put the wine glass in his hand, and then we can do the Weekend at Bernie pulley system, and we can have a little tea party with both of them.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's quite a predicament we've got ourselves.
Yep, we got one guy knocked out, one guy is dead.
Yeah, I will too. When everybody in the street just looks at me, I'm gonna be like, "What? Official business."
We have an harbor master.
Nothing to see here. Go about your business.
These aren't the axes you're looking for.
I'll also say, "Ravenkind, hooah!"
If we weren't a gang before, everyone's like, "Man, did you hear what Ravenkind did?"
Hell yeah, we legit now. We a crew.
Executed.
Runs hardest now.
Don't mess with us. It's a problem if you mess with us. All right, so what are we doing now? Like the Raven lady, who I wasn't in that conversation, was like, "It's got to be one of these two," and we're like, "We don't like either of these. In fact, this one's dead."
Well, I want you to know, I thought about that a lot, and she was pretty mean. And not helpful at all.
Oh, so what?
She was giving
What do you
license.
think we should do at this point?
Make a decision. Do the right thing.
Yeah, apparently
What's the right thing?
I don't know
Kill
what the
both?
right thing is. That's how we opened up the day.
It's true. It is true.
I mean, if you really think about it, right? I mean, maybe this Harbor Master is not, the greatest guy, but I think he's probably a better pick than Finnegan, because Finnegan's only in it for himself, and well,
I
he's
agree.
dead, so we really only have one option.
Unless there's somebody else. We don't know. And I mean, the Harbor Master has proven that he is just willing to just keep giving people stuff even though he's not getting anything back. And you're dealing with gangs here. I don't know. But again, it did sound like he saw the wrong in his ways. Let's see. Let's see what happens when he wakes up.
Well, it seems like, too, he made bad decisions because of his daughter's involvement.
So what you're saying is we got to take the daughter away.
Yeah, we take her with us to this faraway land, and hey, maybe there is a cure. Maybe we can cure her and send her back on a boat. He's just got to keep shit together here,
I mean,
I think he was doing a good job with everything. Besides, aside from this whole thing with his daughter, I think, keeping everybody in check.
Yeah, he was doing a really good job outside of the murders.
And human trafficking.
Murders!
Oh, well, you've got two hand axes, right? You can leave one in each of their foreheads and we could just leave.
Oh, is that like my calling card? One of these guys we used to work with, he used to do that, and I always thought I'd do it, but then I thought maybe I'd be a copycat if I started doing the same shit he was
This
doing.
is a whole other plane of existence. You can't even be a copycat. I mean, yeah. Nobody knows that. That could be us. I mean, if the Raven thing doesn't take off, we could be the Hatchet. Do that.
Backup plan.
Oh dear.
True.
I really like these hand axes, though. I don't think I'm going to leave them.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's legit. I don't think anyone's going to short you for that. All right, so you spend some time discussing. I'm assuming you plan to wait for him to come to.
Yeah, and while we're waiting, I want to search Finnegan.
Okay.
What does this bastard have on him?
He's got probably about 50 gold in cash.
Oh, this is our biggest score so far, guys.
He had a fancy sword.
He has a fairly solid. I mean, it's a cutlass. It's a good blade.
He doesn't have the note that we had given him. On
No. That's in a fireplace somewhere.
Okay. Just figured
Yeah,
it out.
that's never going to see the light of day again. Sorry.
I'm putting my my cut of that 50 gold on my character sheet.
You can just hold on to the whole thing as far as I'm concerned.
All right, if nobody objects, I'm taking
You
it.
can have the time of your life
How
at
many
Sophie's.
different wallets of different people does he have on him anyway? I mean, like, whatever. What's another purse of 50 gold? I just expect him to also pay for everything.
Kind of, yeah. So,
Just look over at him. Hey, how's our finances? You're like, wait, what? I'm supposed to be keeping track? I thought that's what we were doing here. If we're gonna open
66
a
gold,
tavern, man-
16 silver, and 18 copper. We can spend like a whole week at Sophie's. Because I mean, that's
I don't
what we
know if
all
it's a
want to
good
do,
idea
right?
I don't know if it's a good idea to stay in this town anymore. Let's be honest.
as you're
Yeah, I
debating
mean-
this, it's starting to grow darker outside. And there seems to be a fog rolling in off the water.
Does the fog normally move? Dun, dun, dun.
Really?
Mm.
Really? Y'all couldn't resist that one, could you?
It's
Just
been a minute. I haven't even heard that song in like years.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
either. But it's right up here always.
Oh, yeah, always.
The secretaries do not come back from their late lunch.
Surprising that one.
And
Yeah,
but
well, where'd the guards go? Did they get like dispatched by Finnegan's guys?
there's no the
Oh,
guards.
paid him to walk away.
The guards also don't return. You can, unless you intend to go track them down somewhere.
Oh no. I just wanted to make sure there weren't like bodies somewhere.
Nowhere you can see.
I'll do a once around the office building just to see if they like stashed them somewhere.
Okay, now
And while we're waiting for him to wake up, we should take a short rest.
do you have hit dice left to spend?
I don't, but I don't need any.
Yeah, I don't either, but I have my one ability left that I can heal myself. Might as well use it.
Well, you can, use it, and then you can get your action surges back from the short rest anyway.
Oh, good call, good call. Let's break the game, dude.
Break the game.
Hey, the game is trying to break us, so
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll take my I'll blow an action to do. Oh, sorry, it's a bonus action. Second wind, and I will
Okay.
regain 1d10 plus 3 hit points.
we.
Roll a d10. And then we'll get back into our next dramatic scene.
And I think Samara should use. I don't think she had to heal, so she should use her hit
4
dice.
hit points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. I.
And Asteki, I think, used 1. She was only down like 4 hit points. I was the one who blew all of mine unnecessarily.
Okay. So when I do the short rest, I have to select how many
How many hit dice
Hit
you want to
die you
spend?
want.
dice
gain
I'm
back.
gonna. Okay.
Do
Oh,
them all.
it's actually 5 because it's plus
Okay.
my level, so it would have been plus 4, not plus 3.
Got it. Got it. Let's see here. Combat tracker. So.
And then we're doing the
Okay.
short rest again, right?
D10.
Yes.
So I roll all 4 d6 then.
That seems reasonable.
You feel really hurt. You're like, no, I want to get better.
Yeah, the interface is a little bit dodgy the first time you go through a short rest. Samara's back at full.
Yay.
and is feeling her full self again, while Asteki is also back to his full self.
That's one of the benefits of having not very many hit points.
You can't bounce back. You bounce
Yeah,
back and
you
you're
just
good
bounce
again.
back. Yeah. Takes a little cat nap and he's like, I'm ready to face the day again.
As you stand about, you notice that the fog is starting to creep in under the door frame.
Great.
It
This
usually
is
does
either
that, guys.
it's either the girl vampire or the actual vampire that came across.
Oh, did anyone grab a bellows? Shoot. I know we were joking about that last time.
The mist at the door coalesces up into the form of a young woman with straight black hair and dark brown eyes. You recognize her as the woman that had been kept in the cell beneath the ruined castle. She takes a moment to look about the room and sees her father and nods and then looks at you, fixing her eyes on Asteki's. What is your intention, sir?
We would like to have a little chat about the vampirism.
Yes. You've
It's gotta stop.
captured my father and you've murdered Finnegan. What are your intentions now?
My intentions is to purge the plight of undead from this town. Yeah.
By that he means we don't think Finnegan was ever going to give you any kind of cure. We don't think he was even in communication with anyone.
It's quite possible that he was
If
not.
there is a cure, it is probably where he thought it was, which is wherever that guy went, wherever they're sending these people.
To the castle of Ravenloft.
I mean, these are your people, right? Raven, right? That's good, right? Maybe they'll help us out. That's tacky. Are these your...
Wait, I missed something important. They're sending the bodies to the castle of Ravenloft?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right.
The seat of Strad von Zarovich.
Bum bum bum.
I'm completely lost. Are my people vampires?
No. The Raven...
Oh, okay. am I a vampire?
Sorry, I did that on purpose. I'm so sorry. I'm
Is
so
anything
sorry.
real?
Steve is most definitely a vampire. Vampire bird. I spotted him from a
I
mile
haven't seen
away.
that one before. I wonder he hates my cooking.
Lies.
Use
They
a
were
lot
not
of garlic.
sending these bodies to the Raven. Or were they?
I'm
Oh,
confident,
not a Raven.
from what I've
Ravenloft.
gleaned, that yes, it was to Strahd that they were sending people. And I was kept away to have a chance to not harm others until the cure could be procured. And you're quite likely right. It might never come.
We have to go get it. There's much more of a possibility if you come with us to actually get a cure than sitting around waiting for someone to give it to you.
I'm not going with you.
Why not?
My father is here. I will be here.
Well, if we get a cure, we'll bring it back?
Perhaps the destruction of the vampire that caused this will cure it.
Have you harmed anybody since you got loose?
No. And it has not been easy.
Well, we
Here,
have.
I'll give her the rest of the bottle.
Yeah, we have a whole bottle of blood for you. It is people blood, unfortunately.
If you take a step towards her, she will take a step back until she's physically against the door.
Hey, or not. I mean, I tried it. It ain't that bad.
You can set it there. I can gather it later.
All right, I'll set it there.
And I mean, this guy I put over at Finnegan, he's got a whole bunch of ethically sourced blood.
Yeah, actually, I mean, he's still pretty fresh too. I mean, have at him.
Ethically sourced, free-range blood, actually.
As we break the
Free-range.
paladin.
USDA approved.
Wait. Can I
He's
get my
got a
line in?
tattoo right on his ass. USDA.
Can you break the curse on the necromancer?
On that note, everyone, by the way, make sure you've had a drink yourself. Sonic's worried about ourselves staying
Hydration.
hydrated.
Hydration.
Finished it. You're gonna have to get more later.
Thank you for that, Sonic. Are you able to leave?
Are we able to leave?
Can you leave my father in charge? Questions will be asked. What happened to Finnegan? And more than likely, you will be blamed.
Maybe
You've been blamed for a lot of stuff. Here's the thing. If we leave and we get blamed, when we come back with your cure, is it going to be a problem?
I don't foresee one.
Didn't think so. Let us be blamed.
Then we should get you booked on a ship.
Yeah, I hear there's one heading out tonight that might be perfect for us.
Yes.
We gotta take that girl with us anyways, right?
Yeah, unless we're just going to leave her in this lingering death.
Right. And do you happen to know if or who might be able to break the spell on the girl, the necromancer girl?
No. No, I don't understand magics at that level. I presume. I know what's innate to my condition. I can do some things, but I don't know anything about any girl or how she's being kept.
Just
I got a weird question for you. So, if we're heading where I think we're heading, we might be coming across vampires, right? So, do you know how we kill you? Not that I'm gonna kill you or nothing,
I don't. I mean, there's the wives' tales of a stake through the heart or crossing running water.
I mean, there are sewers all over this town. You can walk around just fine, yeah?
I try not to. Truth be told, I haven't left that cell at the castle for months. The gang has been very good about keeping me there. Per father's orders.
He said they weren't his orders.
Well, kept me safe somewhere. I don't know that he knew where I was. Although he did write, so perhaps.
All right, I got one more weird question for you. This is my first vampire. I'm sorry, but I'm getting all excited like I'm meeting a Disney character or something. Which one of us looks the tastiest?
I'm uncomfortable answering that.
Come on, I gotta know
loosen
now.
my collar a little bit.
I gotta know now.
Flex up next to Azteki and be like,
Well, that's sick. But also, who? Yeah. Who?
Right? It's a good question, right? Now y'all want to know.
Well, maybe a certain blood type tastes better than another. I don't know.
Yeah, this seems really weird.
Yeah, you got human, you got elven. What's
She takes a wide path around the room over towards her father's desk, of keeping as far away from you as possible as she crosses.
She's pulling an Edward up in here.
She starts rifling through the papers and tries to find something, and eventually pulls out a small leather journal She thumbs through the back of it. I can write you papers to get onto the ship tonight. Is that your plan?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be very helpful. Thank you.
It was either that or throw the girl in the coffin and pretend we're the new delivery boys.
Well, that is the ship you'll be traveling on. They are expecting a coffin and a passenger in it.
Oh, okay. It was who's got the short shorts and the pan, shirts.
Finnegan and his boys had them. Let's grab them.
Hey, UPS here. We got a delivery. Strad? Is it Strad? Brad?
Yeah, no, it's got to be Strahd himself. I need his actual signature. Otherwise, I can't leave the coffin, right?
Well, we are heads, man. I can't have another failed delivery. I'll lose my job.
Yeah, we do have to go get the girl and, bring her back, but we could definitely do that.
Well, we do know where a coffin is that'll fit her.
Oh, that means we have to go back there.
I mean, nobody had any issues with us there, so.
Well, it's coming to be nighttime now, too. The factory's probably quiet.
Well, while you guys do that, I got to go back to Sophie's place. I got to say goodbye to Jasmina, Manera, Jessica.
Oh, okay, so you can grab the girl.
Yeah, then you can get the girl.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that works out great. That works out great.
Wait, can I just stop the group right here, like for a second? Like the happy ending we're looking for is to escape with the body of the necromancer in a coffin, leaving a vampire around the town, and we're cool with this?
Well, we're going to see if we can't get her a cure.
Or we could just deal with it now and then figure out what's going on with the Ravenkind, where they're sending bodies over there.
It's not Ravenkind. That was an intentional misleading on my part. It's Ravenloft.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I was
for a second there, I thought it was like I was a stormtrooper or something. Like,
no, I was doing that on purpose. I'm sorry.
On.
That was an intentional misleading on my part. I'm sorry.
Oh,
How
okay.
could you, Finn? How could you?
Yeah, I thought I was I thought that was like the big reveal. Like I'm the bad guy.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, because arguably our characters wouldn't know there is a difference.
Which you're more than welcome to inquire with as she's going through the papers. She seems to have some knowledge.
About what?
Whatever you want to ask.
Ravenloft.
Oh,
Its
I
connection to
want to know
Ravenkind.
what's the guarantee that you're not gonna kill people while we're gone?
She nods as she starts to hand over some papers to you. You don't have one. You have to trust me. I know it's wrong. I didn't ask for this. He was charming, and he was kind, and he was worldly.
Was it this Strahd fellow that did this to you?
Yes, he came to visit some months ago. He wanted to tour his holdings. And without a lord or a duke or a count to claim Storm's End, he assumed it was part of his territory. And of course, he had to dine with Father and Mr. Finnegan and a few others from about the town. He said I reminded him of someone. And he called on me again the next night, and the night after, and the night after. And then I woke up like this.
Why wouldn't he take you back with him?
2 days after he turned to me, he announced that I was not what he had been seeking. And he left. And I have tried and tried and tried to stay true. I accepted my prison under the castle before you breached it.
Hey, we could put you back.
While I appreciate the offer, I would prefer not to be sealed away without any support.
I was gonna say, who's gonna take care of her though? Like, there's nobody there.
Yeah, we don't know what
Daddy.
happens to vampires if they don't eat blood.
I think they die.
They could just go feral, which would be equally bad.
Yeah, that might actually be worse.
We don't know. We just have guesses.
I still have full faculties for now. But then Von Zarovich left. The castle that he raised, whenever he did, is referred to as the Ravenloft. I've heard stories it's named after his mother.
Okay.
What do you know about this Strahd fellow? I mean, he's like, what, some sort of noble lord of the lands or something? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, you spent a lot of time with them, right?
That yes, he rules everything. At least he claims Storm's End and whatever lies across the sea. Ravens are supposed to be bearers of good tidings. They speak for the dead. They bring good omens. And he perverts the name. It's not a surprise that your order is called the Ravenkind. And frankly, I wouldn't be shocked at all if you felt compelled to attack me. But I will fight in self-defense. But if you go, you'll be going into the belly of the beast. And she holds out the papers to Asteki.
And it kind of makes sense to kill the source, because you can just keep doing this to more and more girls or, people.
Well, if he's done this here, I mean, who knows how many other places he's done this at.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go and track him down. I'm just wondering if we let her live.
Half the reason we're going... Okay, there's three reasons, I guess, and now we're going over there. One, this guy's a dick. Two, we need to find a cure for Sleeping Beauty. And three, we need to find a cure for Little Miss Vampire here. What's the point of going over there if she's dead?
Yeah, I mean, we can't just let, the girl be in a sleeping curse forever, or sleeping spell, whatever you want to call it.
When you said
be
he
wrong, it could be
rules
terrible.
everything, that's what you said, right?
That's what I've been led to believe. I haven't traveled much past Storm's End. I don't know if there are other counts or lords.
There are.
All right, I'm willing to give her one chance. All right, we'll go, and then we'll come back, and if we find out that you were naughty, it's gonna have stern talking to.
For the record, this is the second time she hasn't killed us.
I don't know why you give people a pass on that.
That's a better record than most people we've run into.
People we come across try to kill us instantly.
Finnegan actually was doing pretty well for himself. He was
we all liked him until this shit just went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that turn was kind of fast. I'm not gonna lie. At the DM, like, wow, that was quick.
Well, I was already tired of this bureaucracy. You waving in front of me for too long, I'm gonna start killing people.
That's it. Cutting through the red tape.
Literally. Yeah, I had like 5 combat. Go ahead.
I also feel like you can't trust a whole group of guys where every single one of them shaved their chest. I mean, it's just something's off about that. Y'all are hiding something or making up for something. I don't know.
What's with the scented oils and smooth skin?
I'm telling you, they're macho men.
It's just not right. Just not right.
Go to their hideout. It's just a bunch of weight sets.
They got a poster of Mr. T from another dimension hanging up on the wall.
Do you even lift, bro?
Apparently they do. They were very strong.
There's a sign on the door that's like bench requirement.
Yeah.
All right.
Much of
Well,
that only beyond
I'll
this
take the
point.
paper begrudgingly and let myself out because I don't want to be here anymore. I may change my mind.
That makes sense.
I'll look at her and go to follow him out. Like those are fair terms.
And listen, if you're gonna have to eat somebody, stick to the Banshees and the 10. And when they ask why, say the Raven.
Sage advice.
Okay.
Lean back in ethically sourced blood.
Oh man, that's so funny.
No harm in it.
Okay, so what's your plan for getting aboard the ship? Are you really going to go find the coffin and route it there?
I mean, there was a little boat
she's
in
out,
the
right?
sewer.
She wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
I know Azteki was pretty against her going in the coffin, though. It's I don't know.
Yeah, that is
It's
true.
Was there anything weird about the coffin? Like, is it like,
It was her size.
It's a
What
pine
was it?
box.
I don't know, if there's like any sort of like magical aspect, you know, to the coffin that once you put her in there, it's like she's stuck in there till like, I don't know.
She's already stuck in something until a magic word is said anyway.
I know,
It's not like
I don't
it would be
know. I
any
just
worse.
figured. Make sure it's a
All
normal
right.
coffin.
So here's the idea. You put both of us in the coffin, right? We'll just get a bigger coffin, and then I'll just be like underneath, and then when they open up the coffin, I could be like, surprise!
I don't think so.
Oh,
But I mean, it's a
come
bit, I'll give you points, but I'm guessing there's also dimensions in their shipping manifest because it seemed pretty immaculate.
Well, the only concern I see with this is I actually really like that idea. So maybe once we get there, we throw Azteki in the coffin and move her out.
Let me ask
You're not gonna
Or
fit
maybe
her
we
tiny
all do
coffin.
coffins. Like everybody's in a coffin.
Oh,
But
yeah,
who's gonna
yeah.
deliver us?
Yeah, but
Oh, we got a buku bonus shipment here.
Yeah.
We need to
Yes,
Ocean's
where's the
11
care,
this.
baby?
there's gonna be more coffins than they were expecting, and they're gonna be like, "What the heck?"
Bonus coffins.
Yeah, we
Bonus
just
stuff.
write a little
Yeah, you
letter
just need
that's
to-
like, hey, we doubled down, we
We
got
really
you
want
more-
that cure, man. Hook us up.
Yeah, signed by F.
people. Have you treated it with
That's
that
it.
being so
My
Call
real
Brad
question though
Pitt.
is
We're gonna
how
make this
long,
happen.
how long is the journey by sea?
We
Are
don't
we gonna be in
know.
a coffin for like a month?
I don't think it's a good idea, guys.
We put a couple of sticky buns in. We'll be fine.
It's long enough that there's a rationale why they've been enchanting people to survive the voyage in a coffin. You can surmise that much.
We need.
Have you
we
guys
need
seen
to
Good
eat
Place?
and
This is
drink
gonna seem
stuff.
like a non sequitur. Good
What-
Place.
What's that?
Have you guys seen Good Place?
Good place.
Yes,
Yes.
I have. Yeah.
How what's his name died? He sealed himself inside of a safe with a bunch of whipped cream canisters so he could do whippets.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is too much like that, guys. We're gonna die. You can't do it.
At least we died high.
Right.
It felt good as I went.
As one does. All right.
cleaner of some kind, whether that's Dawn dish
So you make your way.
or
Well, I guess you're collecting the girl and packaging her, or do you want to just put some weights in the coffin and take the coffin?
and clean it with that 2 to 3 times a day.
Well,
I would feel
mean,
bad taking the girl without at least talking to the dad first. Do we have enough time for this?
Yeah.
It seems like we got a lot
if we
going on
don't-
right
Got a
now.
lot
if we don't
going on.
take the girl, how are we gonna wait? I guess we could come back with the command word too.
That's probably
We'll have two
Yeah.
cures.
it's not gonna hurt.
Leave her at Sophie's, and then we'll do the rock thing.
Well, I was thinking it'd be easier if we get there and then they say the command word, and then
That's
we
what
kill
I
the
was-
people who are going to say the command word, and then
Yeah.
take her.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is that once we
But
get
now
there,
are we abducting the girl?
She's already been abducted.
we saved her
We're
from
stealing what someone else rightfully stole.
we saved her from being stolen.
I just want to point out that this group is a little too comfortable just taking stuff.
Okay, and this isn't exactly a wheel of cheese. You
We're
know?
not taking her to hurt her or anything or sell her. We're taking her trying to get her better.
Negan,
I don't know what
meanwhile,
other
in the
choice we
corner with the
have.
wheel of cheese he found in the cupboard. He's eating it. And he's like, "Oh, puts it down."
Okay, all right. Hold on.
Definitely
Somebody
talk
go
to the
back
dad.
and tell the vampire to give a note to the father
No,
that
we'll
we're
go talk to the
taking
father.
his daughter.
Right? Let's see what the father wants to do. Okay? Because, yeah, I totally feel you, but if we don't... What if they check the merch?
Right.
We
Well,
don't
I feel
know.
like they may like as soon as they open the coffin, they may say like the word, the magic word that wakes her up, you know, and
We
So
have
wait a
no
minute,
idea.
Now we're saying that we need her as
We
a
don't
prop.
know if we need
I
her.
don't know. I
Oh.
don't know what's gonna happen over there. We have no idea.
Because if we show up and she's not in the box, then we're gonna have some explaining to do.
Right.
Yeah, I think we need her. Because
Okay.
What if he walks up and just says the word while she's still in the box, and if she starts bumping, he's like, "Okay, great," and if she doesn't, then he just kills us all.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure, let's abduct the girl.
We're not abducting her. We saved her
She's
from
already
being
been abducted.
You're hijacking the abduction. You're not actually
Exactly.
abducting yourself.
But that way,
Yeah, we're preventing her from being turned into a vampiress.
keep it
Hopefully.
and free from bacteria.
Unless the magic word turns her into a vampire. We literally have
I gotta
no
step away
idea
one
what we're
second, I'll be right
doing
back.
here.
Okay.
We're so
We're
far
the worst
outside.
heroes ever.
I feel you on that one.
Now he's just licking
You're finding your way. You're only level 4.
We're trying to prepare for whatever we may come across over there. Okay.
I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know what we're gonna encounter when we get there.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Leave the vampire behind. Take the girl.
Yep. She's tiny but fierce.
So
Leave
we
the
should take a
what,
vote.
what's that? Take the gun. Oh no. Take the cannoli. Leave the gun. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
I mean, I'd rather take the cannoli, you know, but you know. Just me.
And if it doesn't seem like
Ah.
being in the next 48
Yeah, well, I mean,
hours or
okay,
so,
not role playing the scene out. The father will agree that he would prefer whatever charm on his daughter be lifted sooner than later.
okay. Yeah.
And that if somewhere on the other side of the water is a cure that will break the spell on her, he is very much on board with that plan.
Well, I mean, the Animax is
Cool.
fine
Now, out
with
of curiosity,
that, but
how much do you tell him about what's been going down
place for him to lick
when
and
you reach the townhouse in Hightown?
worried that would just make him
Little as possible, just to get him to sign the release.
licking it. So, just
All right,
Well,
then
yeah,
here, notarize here. All right, we're good.
We're good.
I feel like you don't want to like overly like worry him or you know anything.
Well, no, I mean, we'll tell we
I think
will
just
probably ask him, like, what happened? Like, how did she end up not in your custody?
so I think just keeping
Given the time you have, you don't have a lot of time for long interviews.
it's just a little
You're
Okay.
the ship is due to sail soon, and the note that has been left for you with directions includes routing via the coffin maker's shop. However you plan to get aboard the ship, if you plan to take the coffin, you are expected to come by rowboat to the ship directly.
or putting a little ice on it.
All right, let's go.
So following the plan that has been listed for you, you retrieve the girl, lay her in the coffin, carefully move the coffin into the boat, and take it out into the harbor.
Can we put a pillow in there for her? I mean, just a little comfort, for the
Yeah.
long journey.
Yeah. Are we putting packing peanuts in there so she doesn't like bump around too
Yeah,
much?
bubble wrap.
There was a stack of hay in
No,
the
the
room, wasn't
sawdust
there?
was to collect blood.
Oh,
That was
sawdust.
not what that was for.
Oh,
no.
never mind. I thought it was hay. I don't know why. I don't know. I thought it was hay, not sawdust.
It was
Never mind.
sawdust. Sawdust
Never
for
mind.
cleaning up.
That's
cleaning
it.
up
Put
blood.
fragile.
Fragile.
on
It's
it.
Italian.
Fragile.
This
You
is side up.
you bring the rowboat alongside the ship, and under the cover of darkness, the rowboat is lifted up, hoisted up. The coffin is very carefully unloaded by the crew, who move with practiced motions to get it out. They're surprised that you're coming, but the paperwork you present is completely in order. It's shown to the first mate. He reviews it. and shows you to your cabins. The ship sets out almost immediately after you've boarded. The rowboat is put back down into the water. There's some confusion as to who's taking the rowboat back in. And
Just hold on to it, guys. We'll take it when we come back.
some quick talking from Frederick and Asteki assures that someone will be coming to retrieve the rowboat shortly. You don't need to, don't worry about that. And the ship sets sail. There are gaps in the clouds, letting you see the stars for the first time in weeks. The wind picks up around you, and the smell of the salt water washes over the ship as it makes its way. There's one other passenger, an old woman with black and gray hair, and she just stands up in the bow of the ship as it sets out. Most of the crew completely ignore her. There are a few sideways glances in her general direction, but for the most part, it's almost as if she's not there. She walks back towards her cabin and passes Asteki. She smells of age. A little bit. Yeah.
Hospice and Jello.
She glances up with this crooked grin. Sometimes there are no good choices, are there, son?
I'll nod.
But he won't expect you. Most who come to his realm come because he summons them for sport. You plan to make sport of him. He doesn't know to fear you. I wouldn't let on too soon. And then she makes her way back towards the cabins. And you swear for a moment that she doesn't open the door to the aft castle. She simply passes through the wood.
Why is this freaky stuff always happening to me?
Pete's fault, man.
The end credits start to scroll across the screen, flashing each of your characters in turn, with your names underneath them as the music soars. We get through the major cast, the minor cast, also featurings, directed by, visual effects by. Then the camera comes back again. You're in a port. You are fully rested. A gangplank is set against the ship 3 weeks after you set out. Word was there were some navigational errors. It should have only taken 2. The coffin is taken down, and a hearse bearing a large stylized Z stands ready at the docks. 4 black horses prepared to pull it away. Several people dressed in livery you don't recognize are prepared to receive the coffin. As they do, one of them pries it open and says a command word. When the girl comes to, she screams. They glance at you and at her, and a melee ensues. They are quickly dispatched, and you are now in the realm of Ravenloft.
So was she not supposed to scream?
Probably not.
She was in a really weird situation. How to scream?
But you do have a potential ally you can fall back on if you need to start the next series off. You can send her back.
In case we need to drain some bodies to make some zombies for her.
Well, at leleast, she's up now. She's awake, so that's good.
Yeah, we can just send her home.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted,
And then the proper credits
Write that word down.
Yeah.
Love it.
Which, my plan was to get through this. I wasn't necessarily planning on running into Ravenloft after this, but that's an option we can talk about and see what we want to do with that. But either way, this party has gotten into a spot. And if this is where the story ends, think about it. You guys got pretty far with a lot of great stuff. And if it continues, there's lots of fun stuff that can happen.
Yes.
So hopefully we all had fun getting here tonight. It is 10. We usually run closer to 11, but I'm going to wind us down now so we can kind of we can decompress off stream and, kind of talk some turkey with each other and hang out a bit. So,
Sounds good.
some goodbyes from everybody. We'll start with Knebula and run around the table. Where are we going to see you next?
You see me this week playing some Outriders. Probably, and among other things, probably some Borderlands. I don't know. But yeah, you can find me on my channel.
Cool.
twitch.tv/Knebula Gaming.
Are you liking Outriders?
So far, I've enjoyed what I've played. We'll see.
Bugs.
Yeah, there's with the
I felt like the
matchmaking.
gunplay was weak. I just started it today and was like,
Well, I'm curious to see. Is it outstanding and spectacular? Am I wowed by it? No, but it has its fun, moments and it like any other looter
gears
shooter
without
type
my
game.
chainsaw gun.
Yeah, what happened?
I said it feels like Gears without the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
I
It's
was
kind
like,
of
come on, where's my chainsaw?
kind of like a hybrid of things. But it's fun. But is it wow? No. But I'm kind of I want to see it through and see what happens, as they progress. So we'll see.
Cool. That was one to definitely check out. Adam, thank you for being here and being dagging as far as we got. We'll see where we go. It's been great having you. Any parting thoughts as we wrap tonight's stream up?
We need to kill Strahd.
He must.
You really
die.
think we're the ones to do it? I don't know, man.
It's personal
Oh,
now,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, it's personal. And what's Dagan got at this point? He's got nothing to lose. Might as well go out in glory.
Cool. Asteki, what do you think of your first D&D campaign? How you doing?
Oh, this is amazing. I'm having so much fun. I feel like I need to practice. Because watching you guys interact and stuff, it's just I'm so into it, and I'm just nervous what to say, what not to say, and stuff. But I'm really enjoying it, and I'm getting more comfortable. I'm comfortable with the combat and stuff, and I'm hoping that I can do a little bit more, in the role play stuff. Because I totally intend on sticking around whatever we decide to do. If you guys will have me.
That's awesome. And I love the fact that you are doing such a great job of being the conflicted paladin. Because that is most paladins come out wait, are we okay with this? That is you're really coming into the character well. And I get to mess with you directly the most. Because you get to have your god of Ravenkind pop in and go, excuse me.
Is this really what we're doing here?
Are you behaving? Or
Yes.
remind you
I
that you
love
are
it.
behaving. As the old woman said, sometimes there are no good choices.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy, anything fun come up this week for Spinny Helm?
I don't think so. It's been really crazy at work. We are down 5 people.
Oh, jeez.
I'm working basically all the time, but
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Do some stuff.
We are glad to have you here. All right, I'm going to send everybody off. Normally I look for a D&D stream to drop in on, or similar content, or if you've been playing D&D adjacent gaming, but I'm actually going to send everybody over to Linarius. She is concluding a 12-hour stream she started earlier today. She's in her last hour of it. It's her first 12-hour stream. She is one of my Wednesday night players. So she's in our Candlekeep game. She is a ton of fun and just an amazing streamer and content creator. So we're going to go head her way and show her some love on the back end of this. My plan is to be here next week. Though we've got a couple of off Sundays coming up as some personal schedules work out. So check the Twitter or check the Discord for more information about where to find us and what's coming up with various things. and we'll let you know for sure before we have a cancel. At least on Discord, we'll let everybody know so they can plan accordingly. But there will always be a game on Sunday nights here. It might be something D&D adjacent, but this is one of the nights I like to carve out for this gaggle or whatever portion of the gaggle is available. So until the next time we all get together, I'll be back. My next stream is going to be Tuesday for Happy Hour at the Old Time Tavern. We're going to talk Dungeons and Dragons. And I have no idea what our topic this week is. And then Candlekeep is on Wednesday. So until the next time we all meet up, folks, please, until the next time we can all get together at the actual gaming table and throw real physical dice and then put them in dice jail for being bad, please be safe.